women are still doing this. They gonna do it in their teens, in their motherfucking 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s.
They share.
They sharing videos of y'all dicking them. This is insane behavior, but it is happening. And just know, y'all, we put y'all on the women grab dicks out in public, and it's been proven. We have women come on the show and say, yup, I just witnessed it.
Women look at dicks in the gym.
Yes, I do.
Here we go.
We finding out all of this stuff. Women are actually way more perverse
than
men. No, they're worse.
They worse. They can get away with it.
At least we keep it like to a certain extent. Y'all be too blunt with it. I feel like y'all be like, damn, her ass fat.
I ain't never said
no. With y'all, wait, hold on. When women talking, so niggas be like, yo, ass fat dog. Yeah, that shit crazy, boy. Then women all together, it's like, girl, his was start screaming, jumping around. Yo, they going crazy. Like, yo, they can't even control themselves.
Welcome to the first half of the Talk Heavy Podcast.
Hey, G, we back for another fire episode, and guess what?
Set up again, nigga.
Yeah. She back, man. My former personal trainer, man. Dev, let's get this show started.
You already know who it is. It's Dev Nasty, a.k.a. Dangerous Dev Nasty, a.k.a. Choke Your Mama, a.k.a. Choke Your Pop Out. And today we got a special guest. Back again from our special audio only episode that y'all gotta go listen to. We got the one and only woman from Pull Up Hookah. Introduce yourself.
Hey, y'all, I'm Zai from Pull Up Hookah.
That's it?
That's it.
Also, what? Personal trainer?
I'm also a personal trainer.
Freaky personal trainer. We learned that.
Freaky.
Yeah.
Not freaky.
She look at the dicks.
I look at dicks, y'all. I look at dicks and ass. If you got a nice booty and you got, you know what I'm saying, on a dick tip, I'm looking at it.
You know what I'm saying?
Planet Fitness near you. Yeah. It's the Prince of Hunting Park, the BBW lover, the pregnant woman slayer, Mr. 2 push-ups a night, the man built in the image of God himself, Slice Maximus.
It's the North Philly legend. Strawberry Mansion's finest. The BBW hater, the pregnant woman creator. They still calling me Jesus' first cousin. He go raw cause the condom keep bussin'. From North Philly to South Beach, cause that's about as long as this pipe reach. You should always fuck with a chick that's from the get-go, cause you might bust your nut before she say no.
And ladies,
sucking dick is good for your mental health, so don't do it for him.
Do it for yourself.
G_winner.
Hey, Dev, I'm gonna tell you the truth. My phone was acting funny. I'm unable to pull up anything. I gotta go to T-Mobile and get a new phone, so I don't have no questions today.
All right. We good. Well, listen. I want to bring something to the table real quick because I was talking to my peoples, man, and they had a crazy situation, and I wanted to know in a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody got their like roles to play. You know what I'm saying?
I do role playing too.
Well, not like when you electrocuting nipples and all the shit that he put the vibrating joint in his own ass.
Yeah.
All that
He be telling this girl like, yo, dress up like this boy.
Yeah, he do slavery. He do like slavery play and shit. His girl white paint on her face, act like she a slave master.
Wow.
Yeah, he fuck with cotton in the room all the time.
Well, I was a house nigga.
You was a house nigga?
I was a house nigga.
See, there you go.
Oh shit.
Yeah, me
She
too.
didn't role play too.
I'm light skinned.
That's great. You know what, man? Like, we can't.
Walking rape case.
So yeah, it's crazy. So my peoples was in a little situation
Okay.
that was kind of crazy. In my head, can you owe money to your significant other? And I know that sounds like a basic question, like your answer got to be yeah. But I'm talking about in a situation like this, you a man, and you decide the way that your house dynamic is, I pay the bills in the crib.
Okay.
Wifey, you just, your money is yours. Your money is yours. I mean, usually, you know, the wife take care of the crib, but it don't never be traditionally where, like, back in the day where she do everything. He, you know, the man still do what he's doing. It's just the thing, like, your bread is yours. Now, in those situations, your girl stacking bread differently than you because you making bills every month. You gotta pay.
For sure.
You paying car notes, you paying.
You'll never be able to stack as much bread as she
her.
stack. Yeah.
So if you come short with the bread and she, like, all right, I'm
So
400,
rent, you short.
I'm 400 short on rent on this month because you paid everything. You pay everything every month, and she like, all right, well, here go something towards that. How do you feel about her feeling like you owe her 400 or like keeping a tab throughout the year whenever they had to pay something?
If I owe you 400, then you owe me 40,000. Like, because if you're gonna play the old game,
That's not true too.
If we gonna play the old game in a house that we live in, because ultimately, what's the consequences of you not giving me the 400? This is our house. This is the roof over our head. So if you don't give me the 400, then it could fuck up some other shit. But if I don't pay all the other months and other years and other, is like, where would we be? So if I gotta owe you 400, then you owe me 40,000 or whatever the fuck I pay.
I don't agree.
Why don't you?
Go ahead, bro.
I don't agree. I think a lot of times niggas set up these dynamics, right? And then when they fucked up, they look for the bailout of, oh, I've been taking care of this shit all this time. You've been paying all the bills because you signed up for that shit. So if you set your house dynamics where you paying half, you paying all, but you know if I'm fucked up, you're responsible. It's a certain dynamic of communication. Now, me personally, I would pay all the bills in my household, right? But my woman, whatever she's stacking is for us.
For sure.
So it would have to be, that is communicated from the gun bust. I'm
like
not
this.
borrowing from my woman.
You could look like this. You could be a person that pay half the bills. You and your girl could go 50-50 and you could still need the 400.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of, I feel like it depends on what the money is for. So let's say, for instance, in your household, you pay all the bills, you do everything, right? Your girl come to you and she be like, Deb, I need $1,000. You give her $1,000, but it's really for her to get her sister out of a jam. And she really taking the money and she taking the money out of the house to do something, to let somebody borrow it, then yeah, you owe me that $1,000.
So that
you owe me $1,000.
That makes a little bit more sense because it's like, okay,
for
that's
something in the crib. But if I fucking give you the $1,000 and you go buy a living room TV for the house that we all gonna watch, then no, you don't owe me the bread. But
that I dig how G going, because I'm talking to my peoples and I'm looking at it and it's like what you said, the sign up thing. But I watched over the years that he been with his girl, his dynamic changed. When they started that dynamic, they ain't had no kids. Then they get kid 1, kid 2. Y'all got
so
two.
the bills piled up.
Yeah, y'all now y'all deep in, but it was cool when it was just y'all and it wasn't nothing. But now you got the first kid, now you got a second.
Do you not
kid.
think that's a weak man in communication? Granted, I was with my baby mom and we was both making like nothing when we first started. I think I was making $35, she's making $30. So I would pay, even making that where we was living, I paid all the bills. But then she got an influx of money. She started making like 75 or whatever, 72 or whatever she was making. So now I had to come back and say, all right, we're going to do half because I'm not going to spend all my money up here while you stack seven. It's a certain level of communication. So I think a man has to be able to tell his woman, like, yo, this is where we at financially, if he's leading the house.
Let me just ask you this, though. When she started making 70, did she want y'all the way that y'all live to change?
That's true
so
too.
like it's different
that's a
if I
big
make
one.
35 and you make 30, right? But we live in a certain place. We live in Hunting Park.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We live in Hunting Park. But now that you got 70, you want to move to Jersey.
Right.
Then I
wanna
might
stay
can't afford to
stable.
move in Jersey,
Right.
so we gotta go half. But if you make 70 and you cool, still living here on Jerome Street, then I still pay all the bills. I ain't tripping.
See, I'm
that
not-
money that you save is ours. It's still
Okay.
Is that money that you save is still ours.
I
You know
think
what I'm saying?
I think like I understand what Slice is saying, where he's saying like you gotta say something, but I think certain things should be like
What's understood don't gotta be discussed.
Right.
correct,
If
because
you're
what
the
is
providing.
partnership?
Yeah.
If we partners,
No, I don't fuck with it. Damn, I'm on the woman's side. And I've been this nigga that came up short some months. So in situations where I'm supposed to have my half, right? And I'm 400 short. And she got to put an extra 4 out her shit, right?
That's different though.
So
Okay.
in the grand scheme of things, I do owe her that $400 because I didn't bring my portion to
Portion
the
to the
table.
table.
So that's different. But what we talking about is a person that pays for everything, right?
Right.
So we talking about one person has a job, they just stack money in their bank account to do whatever they want.
Don't touch
The
it.
other person gets their money and they pay for everything that's in there: food, clothing, shelter, outings, everything, car notes, everything is paid by one person. But he's not a baller, he's a regular guy.
A working
So
man.
sometimes it's like, yo, I'm short, but now my wife, but now my girl is like, yeah, you know, you borrowed
No.
quote unquote 600 from me
She
3
should-
months ago,
she should-
and then the
No.
500
She
you owe
should
me
want to give him
1100.
that.
Because let me tell you something. What you said is you was like, yo, she's stacking money that's for us. So all I did was say, yo, let me get 400 of our
From the
money.
us money.
Let me get 400 of our money so I could put it to something in the
But
crib. That's
he-
all.
he-
Because
he didn't do that.
it ain't no rules that say all the money she's stacking is for vacations.
Let me
and
ask you a
fucking-
question. You ever do a partnership? Because girls always move in with niggas or niggas move in with girls.
Niggas
and-
be moving in with girls
Most
now.
niggas
That's
move in with
different.
girls, so-
they make more money
You ever
now.
been in a situation where a nigga moved in and like he ain't pull his weight and you feel like he owed you because you had to pull a larger piece of the weight that he should have been helping you with?
I'm gonna say this. I've been in a situation where I was living with somebody. We both moved together, and I moved out, but the other person couldn't cover it.
By
So
themselves.
So
So you-
I started taking care of it once I moved out. So I was playing that part again. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So
Like
you
I
was paying
there.
where you was at and still helping there.
Yes.
And you still was helping that person?
Yes. So it was
So they
sort of
go-
kind of like
That nigga was giving
No.
you
Hold on,
pipe
hold on.
out of this
Yeah,
world, huh?
he was dicking her down. But that's a whole nother. But let me ask you this. It's a little bit. It's a,
So it was like, damn, because they was like, I ain't got this, I ain't got that, I'm falling short. I'm like, damn, I'm going to help you because I know I was supposed to be there. It was supposed to be 50-50.
He was fucking for his
You know
life.
what I'm saying? We were supposed to be 50-50.
What happened to y'all? What,
She
how
did him
that-
dirty.
How'd you
She
leave
did him
him
dirty.
then?
Why
left-
did I leave?
She
left
started
before the
training
lease.
niggas.
You left
I
before the
left-
lease was up
Yeah.
and did him dirty.
She
No,
started
that's
training.
not the thing. I moved to, it was in Atlanta.
Okay.
And I moved
Oh
back to
damn,
Philly.
he wasn't who he said he was.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't Atlanta, nigga.
Damn.
But I moved to Atlanta and it wasn't given like I wanted to be there.
So
I
you
came
left.
back. Right.
So is it cool?
Oh,
So it was like I
okay.
took my portion and I like, you
So
know.
y'all
I
made
did.
the plan to do the Atlanta thing together,
Right.
and then you abandoned the plan.
You feel like it was abandonment?
No, I'm asking you. You abandoned the plan. You said, "Yo, I changed my mind on this plan," and he wanted to stick kind of to it,
Right.
and he stayed there. So y'all didn't really.
He
Break
was
up
in Atlanta.
over
He
y'all.
wanted to stick more than
But
that.
here's the thing. You was already taking care of the bills as a person. You was already taking care of it. So you didn't expect for me to come down there to take care of it again. But when I left, you felt as though I took the money from it.
So he was pre taking care of that household.
right.
Oh, that's a
So
little
what
different.
happened was his thing. Once again, scenarios change. The things that people take on when they get in a more comfortable, like, oh, I got a partner now.
Right.
We do this now.
Now I can cop the Beamer.
Right, anything. Yeah, that's possible because everybody. Put it like this: you ever look at your old life, right? And not for all the, if you're a baller and you watching this and you've never been poor before,
Yeah, fuck
whatever,
you.
then
We
shut
ain't
the
talking
fuck
to you.
up, right? Yeah, fuck you, right? I'm talking about we come from poverty, and you'll start thinking like, yo, how was I just barely making it when I was making 17,000, but then I was barely making it when I was making 25, to barely making it when I was making 33,
The-
barely
the-
making it at 40, barely making it at 50. It's like because your life.
Your lifestyle change and
It
inflation,
changes.
inflation kick in.
lot of
Shit costs more. You know what I'm saying? And the more shit you get exposed to, you know what I'm saying? Like I say it all the time. It costs $200 to come outside.
It's more than 200.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, that's why I stay fucking in the house. You can't even come. Once you come outside, you get a grub. You throw some
That's
gas.
$100.
You throw some gas in the
Yeah.
wheel. It's like, yo, that shit over, bro.
The crazy part with this is like, you know, you watch the peoples, they do whatever, they look at a situation, and now it's like, you know, people start separating because women will say like, yo, you know, I could do bad. I
By
could
myself
I could,
shit?
yeah, I could do bad by myself. They never want to account that the only reason why you have that money in your account is because I was taking care of all of these things. That's the only reason. And it's wild to think that over the 400 here, 200 here, 300 here that you had to give that man, that you would rather pay everything.
So I had a girl feel like she could do bad by herself, and today she's doing better by
I'm
herself.
saying, I don't want to do bad.
It's mathematically don't make
and
sense.
it makes no sense.
Like
It's-
I feel like if I got a crib and I pay for everything, right? Let's say I pay for everything. I live by myself. I'm paying everything, and then a shorty move in with me. I still feel like I'm supposed to pay everything because
That was your house before
I
she got
already was
there.
doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the dynamic would change if the living situation was to change. Now, if it's like, yo, you want to live better, you want to get the condo in Miami, you want to do whatever, it's like, all right, let's do that. But now we both going to have to come to the table with something. You know what I'm
What
saying?
if it's not as drastic as that, G? What if it's literally something like we're together now we got 3 kids? We're not, or you know what I'm saying? Like
then I
something.
think that I'll take care of the crib and you know what I'm saying? You
maintain the
you
household.
maintain the household, which is taking care of the kids.
My thing is with this, I pay all the bills by myself. Now I got a woman that moves in. It's not like I'm signing up for this burden. She's gonna take something off me, or I don't want her. She's gonna buy the detergent or whatever she do with her
Yeah,
little money.
but that's-
So I mean, it might be petty shit.
But a lot of women don't even believe
Right,
that.
right,
You have a
right.
joint card. They're going shopping. It's still coming out
I'll
of your
take care of
account.
them. So that's my issue. If I'm paying all the bills and I get a woman and she come in this house and now her life has changed, she has no bills. She should want to make my life easier. And if she's not about that, she's not the woman for me. And that's just where that's why I feel I be looking at guys funny like you don't have to prove that I'm the provider.
Let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna ask you first. I'm gonna ask you first. Let's say you're in a situation, you messing with somebody and you know, y'all going 50-50 or whatever, right? And your half though is like is burning you out. Like you doing everything in your power like to get this half, right? Meanwhile, the half ain't really hurting the person. The half is nothing to them.
You do make $330 a year.
And he's still making
He
me
coming in the
pay
crib with
That's
Louis
fucked
bags and he coming in the crib, but meanwhile you struggling.
I'm saying something to him.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you see that I'm struggling. And if it's easy for you to go buy the designer or to go spend your money on strippers in the club, stand on the couches, buy the bottles, then it should be easy for you to cover my half.
I agree.
Because you wasting your money when your money can be to something beneficial. Like we in a house, like you gotta sleep, you gotta have food over here. Like food in your mouth, like roof over here.
That
Like,
makes
I don't
sense.
understand like why you gonna go waste it on unnecessary
But even
items.
beyond a wasting part, it's just it makes sense for him to be like, if I know I have the means to not make you struggle all the way to the edge,
just
then
give
why
it to
would
me.
it? Now I could understand a person saying, I don't want my woman to have a quote unquote free ride or whatever. It depends on what your situation is. Maybe y'all don't got kids and you like, yo, take care of this and that.
Have me wash the clothes.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Niggas
Niggas
see,
don't
see,
care.
see,
That
see,
work,
once they
yo,
start
man.
throwing
Yo,
that
man,
that's where niggas
don't
start
get me
being
started.
Yeah, because those jobs, that's so. See, I do that and work at the same time. Like I
Listen,
literally do my job.
like
and
we
then
said,
at the
we
same-
said this on a previous pod before. It's
Way
like
back in the day.
that dynamic, you gotta just blow that whole shit up. Like a man working and paying all of the bills and a woman staying at home and taking care of the crib don't mean the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that dynamic was created, like we said, back when grandma used to scrub the clothes and hang them out on the line.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about throwing that shit in and pressing
That's
a button.
true.
And then watching the stories.
And watching the stories while I wash.
Yo, they even got washing machines
Bro.
now that wash and dry in the
All in the
same
same
room.
shit.
Like, you put it in the joint, you press the button
And it
one
drop
time,
down
and
to the
it
dryer.
And you go
everything.
watch Love and Hip Hop and then come back. They got the air fryer. You
But
don't even
you still
gotta.
expect the food to be made, right?
Yeah,
you
but
still
you.
expect the house to be clean, right?
Right.
That's still a job, though.
Bro, they got
Yeah,
the
it is
they
a-
got
it's
the
not
they got
financially
the
a
joint
job.
that you could push to just go do the whole floor. Now.
A man want to feel like, because, and once again, we not having, I just want to be clear for y'all, we're not having the simple 50-50 debate that everybody's talking about. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the dynamics of how we feel about each other and owing this person, that person.
Nah.
But even from the thing that you're talking about, those jobs, like G said, are nowhere near the same. And if a man feel like that, a man be looking like, well for what you cost, I get a chef.
Get a fucking maid.
I could, like, listen.
But wait, he did say that he was already taking care of that before I
Right.
came into the picture. So I'm just making
Right,
something easier on
So
him.
so what happens is, but niggas
agree.
don't want to feel like. But what I'm saying is, niggas never want to feel like suckers, right?
Mhm.
It's like this: how you feel at the end of a relationship
Mm-hmm.
when y'all break up, and when you leave, when she leave. She got 48 bands in the bank, and
Save.
you got $1,500 because that's how you've been surviving. Because in that case, it's the reverse of what G said. The whole time she been stacking, she been watching you barely make it by the skin of your teeth while she's just stacking up money. And what is that money? At the end of the day, it was a parachute.
Yeah.
When she jumped out the plane,
She was comfy.
she was comfortable. When you jumped out the plane, bull just stuck in a crib by
you hear
himself.
women say it all the time, man. My mom told me to always have a separate account. To always, you
Always
never
have
let
a
you never
stash.
let a nigga know how much money you got. You know, but it's like, yo, we always supposed to let y'all know how much money we got. It's like that's basically the grounds for sometimes be why you with the nigga. Because you know how much money he got.
Damn.
And how much money he don't got.
I was told by somebody, they told me to shut the fuck up. Like when it come to like money stuff. Like, don't never tell
that
you to
shit,
shut the
though.
fuck up.
You like that shit though.
I do. But like they was saying, like, don't never tell nobody what, like, as a guy or a girl, don't never tell like another person what you got.
So my question is this: I think that's some like old back in the day shit because it's like I don't think you should know like down to the last dollar, but you should know around about us. How can y'all ever make plans to build? You know what I'm saying? Because you will only ever be able to make plans based on what you know you have. So it's like, yo, we live in Camden, right? We live in Camden, blah blah blah. I really want to move to the suburbs, but I only know how long it'll take us to do it based off of what I have. If I don't know what you have, but we plan on doing it together, it's like, how can I plan ahead?
But that's the problem though. If you have the mindset that person's money doesn't count
that's
towards
what
the
I'm saying.
equation, then it won't even matter no more. If the woman is just like, I mean, I've got this because in my last boyfriend took care of everything too. So I got the bread I saved up
And
with
you
that
already
nigga.
know the person mindset.
Yeah.
You already know the person mindset. You
Listen,
already know
for
what
me-
they,
First of all,
For
if
me,
you
though,
ever bring up what your last boyfriend did, that shit over.
She says, oh,
That shit ain't happened.
But ain't that what she said? She was just like, EST? They took care of
he ain't want nothing.
No, fuck that.
I'm gonna
said
be
it comes
honest.
straight
I
on
think
the
I think it's best, and this sounds like some crazy shit, that your woman know exactly what you bringing, right? And the reason why is so she don't have no fucking crazy expectations. So if my check is $1,000 every 2 weeks, being transparent about that, she's not gonna expect me to go get the Lambo that she want, cause she already knows this is what this nigga's working with. I think the illusion of when a nigga already paying all the bills and you look like you flogging, she only can picture life based on what she's assuming.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we make the shit look good. You know what I'm saying? We do, and it sells basically a lie to the woman. And so you're in a bad situation where she feel like we could be doing better or doing more.
I think
and it's
women.
fucked up.
I think women can't look at the numbers as cold, solid numbers. I think they still look at feelings. I think that you could show cold, hard facts of this is how much income is coming into this household, and a woman will just be like, Make a way. There's a way. You can do
It's like
it.
back in the day. It's like back in the day, your mom used to send you to the store without enough money. She's like, make it enough.
Make it enough.
Make it enough.
How long could you go with a man paying the bills? He loses his job. How many months you got before it's a problem?
You paying everything.
Now you paying everything. How many months?
I'm gonna say a month.
Yo,
Yeah,
Gotta figure something
That's
out.
standing in the
Hold on,
talk.
wait.
Gotta figure something out.
So,
30
days?
So I'm gonna ask you in this case.
21 days created.
So check this out. That's crazy. Now I do want to know this because this is important to this question because I really want to know this situation with my peoples. If you was the reason why you had the money you had was based on the fact that Bull has a long history of paying everything, but now he is down bad. He fucked up, and he can't do it. How long if you got 70 grand in the bank, you got a regular job though. You was able to stack 70 off a regular gig over the last 2 years.
Let me double down. Either how long or how low your account gotta be before
That's a big one.
That's a big
How
one.
low?
Cause you saying I'm gonna take care of him, but I'm gonna get.
You gonna take care of everything.
I am.
For how
But that's
long
what
or
I'm
for how
saying.
low?
I can only do a month because I feel like I'm
Damn.
telling you, I'm stuck on a month because I
This
feel
nigga
like
can't even get a mental health week.
no, because you gotta make it happen.
See what I'm saying?
This is what you here for. You here to
No,
provide.
Please.
So hold on. So he didn't
You ain't figuring
provide.
nothing out neither.
He ain't provide
He did provide
for a very long
For
time.
a very long
So
time.
So how much? So none of that money. I want to ask. None of that money. That
Is his
70
money?
is none of it is his.
I done took care. Like, what if my monthly bills was
All right.
half of the 70?
All right, but look.
What
let's
you mean?
say-
You don't got no bills?
Yeah.
But I do because he lost
Now you
out.
gotta-
All right, so what if he just say?
No.
So how low we go?
All right, let me ask you this.
Just 1 month.
Ain't no monthly bill. Come
Listen,
on now. We not talking
I'm
about
fucked
Nas
up.
and Khalees.
All right.
Babe. All right, look.
All right, I'm gonna say 6 months.
All right, listen, babe.
I'ma do
Let's
6
have a
months.
conversation. Let's have a conversation right now. All right, babe. Listen, I just lost the job. We fucked up right now, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. What you say?
You gonna have to cover the bills.
Yeah, you
for a
gonna have
while.
to.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
have to
need
cover the
you.
bills.
I'm gonna need you to take care of everything till I get on my feet.
All right, I'm gonna cover the bills, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna also help you. So when I give you something to help you, you gotta figure something out.
I don't fuck with
So-
that.
so
You
look,
gotta figure
so-
something out.
so wait, wait, wait,
I
wait,
want you to
wait,
figure
wait,
something out
wait.
because
So
I'm giving you
listen.
something out. I'm
So
giving
look,
you.
all right. So look,
the
I
push.
know you've been stacking. I know you got like you said you got like 70. I need like 25 of that.
I'm gonna give you 25.
That's fair.
That's
All right,
it.
so
That's
I'ma give
it.
you 25.
Problem solved.
No.
If
no,
that
it's
nigga
not
can't
the
make
problem
nothing.
solved. No,
If
no,
he-
but it's
listen,
but
if
no,
he can't
major
make nothing
support.
happen with the 25,
I'm giving you
then that nigga got a
25.
problem.
No. Now, what if Bull
That's
was
what
like?
I meant by within a month's worth. If I give you 25, you should make something shake with 25.
Hold on. No, that nigga not a motherfucking. He not Griselda Blanco. He don't know no
Now,
Griselda
see, it
drums.
gotta be
But
drugs.
let's
You
say
can flip it any
no.
type
But
of
let's
way.
say he
Let's
said,
say he a landscaper.
No,
Bro,
let's say
that
he
nigga
said-
could go buy
buy some,
two
go buy
cars and do
some.
Uber.
No,
No,
what
if
if he
he's
said
a
he was
landscaper,
Let's say
Go
he was.
buy some material.
Let's say he was between contracts. He like, look, supposed to get another contract that pick up in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
I got that one and I got another joint after that. The first one kind of shaky. It's going to be a little minute, but if in the meantime, I need you to take care of that. Now, let's say y'all bills ain't but 25 for the mortgage. It's not. We not talking about
2500.
rich people.
Let's say
doing-
4 grand. $4 grand for the month.
But let's just say, let's say $6,000 a month,
Oh, that's good.
right? How many months is you gonna hold it down after he been holding it down for 4 years?
She said 1.
I'm gonna give you I was fucking with you.
All right.
I'm gonna hold it down.
You
I'm
gonna
gonna hold it down because at the end of the day, you was there for me. You picked me up and you took care of me. So at the end of the day, I don't have a choice but to hold it down.
You still gonna give him the 25?
I'm gonna still give him the 25 because I need you to move.
I respect the 25.
So
I respect the 25.
so the reason why that's an important joint is because, like I said, when a woman do take it as far as breaking up their household and making it like it's almost like punishing yourself. So it's like because
Because when you come back up, then what? Like,
we up.
yeah. But you might remember that I said you only got a month. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You only got a month to get
Listen,
yourself back
out of
together.
everything you said, that's gonna be the
That's the
only
shit
thing
that
that
you
nigga
gonna
gonna
remember.
remember.
So
Only
at the
thing.
end of the day, I'm gonna stick with you. I'm gonna stick beside you because at the end of
Bro.
the day, everybody fall. I might take that fall.
Because
too.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. If you tell that nigga, yo, you only got a month, y'all relationship
Your
will
relationship
never
is
be the
o-
same.
it's over.
He never gonna
never
gonna
fuck
hold
what you say.
he never gonna hold you down the same.
I ain't gonna lie, I've seen a lot of women like literally burn themselves alive doing nut shit like this, like leaving the crib based on them having to do something that's not that much. Like, yo, you actually got it good, and now they all on their own. I seen Jones take niggas to court for child support, and a judge tell him he paying too much.
Hey,
like
take less.
Like, because he was paying regular out of pocket, and they was like, nah, I want to take him there, and they start looking, oh, and he got another kid over here. Ma'am, he only got to give you this now, and they crying in the courtroom. So it's like sometimes people got to really like not let those minor things or whatever you seen on Instagram or whatever you heard on a fucking podcast.
Instagram is not real.
Yeah.
It's not the real world.
And all them bitches that be on the podcast talking about niggas do this and I don't go this
Lies.
and go that. Most of them don't even